Okay, so I've come to Rung Pork Noodle, a Michelin star pork noodle shop with over 50 years of history right here in Toei, Sukhumvit 21. This is just a 5-minute walk from the Phom BTS station, and it's Thai style tom yum with a Michelin star. So let's give this a shot. I'm really excited, guys. As you can see around me, the line is crazy. There's a whole line going around the corner and everyone's up here to get one thing, to slurp up some delicious noodles and get them slurping up in their mouth. The menu was very direct and had exactly what we were looking for, pork noodles. There were 3 soup options, tom yum with soup, without soup and clear, as well as 6 different choices of noodles. Thankfully, the English translations on the menu made it clear how thick the different noodles were. I opted for a medium portion of the egg sen mi noodles with tom yum soup. One thing to note about this place is that they have more seating around the back, so even if the front is full, they can accommodate more guests. Genius! The place was absolutely packed when I got there on a weekday lunch, so just be mindful when you're coming. There were a variety of drinks, and I opted for the chrysanthemum tea, which they served with a refreshing cup of ice. The main star of the show was the Michelin pork noodles. The egg noodles were thin, but very Moorish. They were definitely very slurpable and had a really good mouthfeel. The tom yum soup base had a hint of spice and umami flavor. There were 2 types of pork inside, minced pork and the longer strips. The minced pork was very chewy and very juicy. I think this is where the noodles get the Michelin star. Definitely a must try. Okay, so I absolutely devoured those noodles. I think the best part of it was probably the pork. I really liked the kind of minced pork and it had a very nice taste to it. It had a little bit of heat to it. I got the mixed tom yum flavor, but I definitely would recommend it. Even in the Thai heat, I'd say the spice did me good. Okay, so I'm just leaving the restaurant now. I would say that it was a really well worth it, really good for value bowl of noodles. So it was about 70 baht for a medium bowl, and the medium bowl was more than enough for 1 portion meal. And then on the side you order a drink. So there was a few options. There was chrysanthemum tea, there was like lemon tea, there was fresh oranges. I've heard that the fresh oranges is one thing to try. I got the chrysanthemum tea and it was really good to pair that hot tom yum soup with a nice ice cold drink. I would say that overall I'd rate it probably an 8 out of 10. It was the first ever Michelin star food that I've ever had, and I would say that it's good. And if the line was taking really long to get in, I probably wouldn't go there. I'm just being honest guys, that if the line was like a really ridiculous like 20-minute wait, I wouldn't say it's worth it. But I would definitely say that their pork was just something else. Their pork mince had like this really chewy kind of flavor to it, and it had a lot of bounce to it. So the pork mince, it came with 2 different types of pork, as you can see on the screen. It came with pork mince as well as these long sort of strips of pork. I really like the pork mince inside of it, as it kind of like elevated the dish. So I would say, yeah, if you're ever visiting Sukhumvit, definitely come and stop by the Rueang pork noodles. Okay, just another thing with that Rung pork noodle place, there's actually 2 shops, so it can be very confusing. The shop on the left, that's the actual Michelin star one that has received a Michelin rating every year. And the one on the right, that's run by the children of the owners of the Michelin star shop. So that one must be good as well. But if you want to try the Michelin star shop, then definitely go to the left one. The line is also very deceiving. It looks like it's a very long line, but it moves so rapidly because inside, even though it looks like the restaurant is full, they have another seating room at the back. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that Michelin star pork noodles in Thailand. Make sure to stay in tune because things are gonna get quite spicy, if you know what I mean.